This is one of my favorite parts of this entire process of any business actually is marketing and promotion. This is really the part. There's only one thing now standing in the way of you making sales and making money, and that's marketing, right? All you need to do is make people aware of your product. You need to get it in front of people's eyes and hope and try of course, optimize things so that they buy your product. So another name for this module, Module 7, is what I like to call PL², product listing launch. Alright, so keep that in mind. If we ever say PL², it's talking about product listing launch. And this is essentially what we're going to be covering right now. So let's go into the overview. Lesson 7.0, this is kind of the introduction or the overview to this entire module. And there are two things essentially that you need to get very quickly. The first is sales, and the second is reviews. All right, so sales and reviews, that's what it's all about. These are the two things you need to get very quickly, and we can get both of these things by doing what we call giveaways. All right, so we're giving away our product for free or at a very steep discount in exchange for honest reviews. All right, so you get both of those things. You get sales because you're giving away the product, and you're getting the reviews, the honest reviews, the unbiased reviews, in exchange for giving away your product for free. And so at this point, you may be wondering, I just paid a good amount of money to manufacture these products, right? You just paid money to your suppliers to get these products made. Now you want me to give them away for free? The answer is yes, but calm down. Don't throw a tomato at me yet. Let me explain why this is important and why you'll need to do this. Um, let's talk about uh, Amazon and its rankings to understand this. Amazon has two types of rankings that we really care about. One is BSR, which you guys know about, and the other is keyword search rank, which you also know about. So BSR, bestseller rank, the way we can really rank in terms of our sales rank or bestseller rank is by getting as many sales as possible. So the more sales we get, the better BSR we have. All right, very simple concept. And the second type of ranking is keyword search rank. What that essentially means is that when someone searches for any keyword that's related to our product, where do we show up? Are we on page 1? What spot are we at on page 1 or page 2 or page 3 or whatever page? Wherever we show up, that's what's known as keyword search rank. So what we need to be able to rank for keyword search is, first of all, we need people to start searching for a keyword and finding our product. Not only finding it, but essentially placing an order and getting a sale from that search. All right, so we need both of those things, and we're gonna get into more detail about this in just the next few minutes. All right, so again, two types of rankings: bestseller rank, and we do that by getting sales, and the second one, keyword search rank. We need people to search for our product, to find our product, and then order our product to be able to get keyword search rank. This is generally or practically, there is generally or practically no simpler way to get initial sales, which will rank our product, than to give your product away. Okay? This is literally the easiest way to do this. And here's how you should think about it. All right? It's not that you're losing money because you're giving away your product. Rather, you're buying rank on Amazon. That's how you need to think about this. That you're giving away your product so that you can acquire rank on Amazon. Okay? And just to give you a simple example, if you give 50 units away over the course of a few days or weeks, right? You're doing giveaways, you do 50 giveaways, and you lose, let's say, $6 a unit. At that rate, you'll lose a total of $300. Again, quote unquote lose, right? We have to change our mindset here. But the $300 you spent ranked your product on page 2 for a couple of major keyword searches, and we're going to discuss how to do that later, which resulted in 5 organic sales a day. So the 50 giveaways that you did basically got you enough rank, whether it was in BSR or whether it was in search ranking, to get you to 5 sales a day. And if you do 5 sales a day over the course of a month, you make 150 organic sales. An organic sale is essentially one that you didn't do a giveaway for, right? Obviously, if you're giving it for free or for a steep discount, that's not an organic sale, that's a promotion. But when someone pays full price for your product, that's what's known as an organic sale. So at $8 profit per unit, let's say that's your profit that you're making every time you make a sale, then you make $1,200 profit if you did 150 organic sales in the month. So you spent $300 to get $1,200 profit, which results in a net profit of 900 because you have to subtract the $300 that you spent doing giveaways from the total profit that you made selling 150 units. So you got $900 of net profit on 200 units, okay, which is not bad. So again, it's all about thinking that this is not that you're losing money, that you're giving away something for free and that's it, it's gone. No, it's giving you back a lot more because it's giving you rank on Amazon, which will in turn lead to organic sales in the future. All right. So there is good news at this point as well. You can be as aggressive as you want with giveaways. All right. So it's not like you have to be giving away hundreds or thousands of units. Some people may elect to be more aggressive and give away more, and some people may be less aggressive. It's up to you how aggressive you want to be. But the general rule is that you need to be ready to give away at least 10 to 20% of your first batch of inventory. When you're launching a product, again, we're looking at this concept known as PL², product listing launch. You need to be ready to give away a good, 10 to 20% of your first batch of inventory so that you can rank your product, all right? So, for example, if you have 250 units, then if that's the amount of inventory you ordered this first time, you should be willing to give away around 25 to 50 units. That's again 10 to 20%. If you have 500 units of inventory, then you should be ready to give away 50 to 100. And if you have 1,000, then you should be ready to give away at least 100 to 200 units. Okay, so that's kind of the general rule where you want to be around. You want to be in that range, and that's generally what you're going to go with. You can give away more or less than these amounts. Again, it's your preference. You can be as aggressive as you want to be. And I will show you what works best based on my knowledge and experience. Again, I can't, decide for you. I can't make sure that you're going to do it the specific way or not. That's up to you. I'm just going to give you my recommendation on, from my experience and from my knowledge. So again, there are two things that you need to get very quickly: sales and reviews. We've basically talked about how to get sales, right? It's to do giveaways. Well, what about reviews? Why are they important? Well, one word that you need to know for business for your lifetime is conversion, all right? Reviews increase conversion. What is conversion? The number of orders or sales that you make out of the total number of visitors your product listing has over a certain period of time. So for example, if in one day you had 100 people come to your product listing, right, on Amazon, 100 people visited your page, and out of those 100, 15 of them bought your product, you had 15 sales out of those 100 visitors, then your conversion rate is 15%. And reviews help to increase this conversion rate, okay? So the more reviews you have, generally, the higher your conversion rate will be. And of course, there's a threshold there. It's not going to go to like 80%, but it's, versus, you having no reviews or very few reviews versus you having many reviews, that conversion rate will differ quite a bit. And how will reviews help increase this conversion rate? Reviews provide credibility and social proof, right? People want to know that others have used the product and had a favorable experience with it, right? That's a very important word. The word others is bolded for a reason, right? You want to know that other people have had a great experience with the product before you buy it yourself. How else are you supposed to judge, if the product is good or not? It's only by others' opinions and their reviews that they've provided. So, and think about this yourself as a buyer on Amazon, right? Or a buyer on any site for that matter, on any online site. When was the last time you bought a product without at least glancing at the reviews, right? We do this with not only products but even services for restaurants and whatnot. It's all about what other people have to say about the experience they had with that product or service, right? I don't remember a time where I bought a product without at least glancing at the reviews, right? And most people, of course, always glance at the reviews before making that purchase. So reviews for this reason are extremely, extremely important. And there are, again, I'm going to keep repeating this just to keep reminding and refreshing your memory. There are two things you need to get very quickly: sales and reviews, okay? And that is the essence of this module, right? We're going to talk about how we can get sales and reviews, which will lead to ranking our product. And you can use what we will discuss in this module for any new product. That's the beauty of this, right? This product launch, listing launch, PL squared, this is a formula that you can use for any new product that you have. So whether it's your first product or your 10th product, you can use this formula, which will take you basically from where you are starting out, where no one can find you on Amazon, where you're not making any sales, you're just starting out, to where you're doing multiple sales a day, hopefully using this formula, using this process. So Module 7 overview, there are multiple steps that we're going to be covering. The first step that is not even in this module, you should actually do this step before because of how important it is, and that's optimizing your Amazon product listing. That was covered in Module 5. That's why it's step 0. Okay, so it's extremely important that your listing is as optimized as possible. Follow the steps in Module 5 for every one of those elements of the product listing and make sure that it's completely optimized. Have someone else look over it. Have a potential, if it's a family member or a friend, be like, hey, can you please look at this? If you read this, would you buy this product or not? Is there anything that you think I could change or make better or word differently to make someone, perceive this product in a better way? Have other people look at it, because generally when you have someone else, you have a different set of eyes looking at it, they can probably find something. Even if it's something as simple as a spelling mistake, they'll find something there that will help you improve it. So you want to make sure that that's optimized, because everything we cover in this course or in this module will basically, you're directing traffic and you're getting people to see your listing. And if that's not optimized, then it's not worth it, right? It's not worth putting all this effort in to get people to your listing if your listing itself is, it's not good, right? So you want to make sure that that's optimized before even getting into any of this stuff. So once that step is done, and hopefully you've already done that, if you're at this stage of the process, then step 1 is to get your first 5 to 10 product reviews via giveaways, right? We talked about what giveaways are. You want to get at least your first 5 to 10 product reviews. And to be able to even do that, to actually do giveaways, you need to know 2 things, right? One is how to set up a coupon code in Amazon Seller Central. That's lesson 7.1. That's already up on the site in the members area. And also lesson 7.2, how to set up a super URL. So essentially, how to set up a coupon code. You provide a person with a coupon code, whether it's a free coupon code or whether it's a coupon code that allows them to purchase the product for, let's say, $1 or $2. That is contributing to your BSR, your sales rank, right? We talked about those 2 things. You want the way you're going to get sales is by getting sales rank. The way you're going to get, you need those 2 things. You need to rank for both sales rank and keyword search rank. So setting up a coupon code and giving it to people will obviously get you sales and will get you sales rank. Setting up a super URL, which is covered in lesson 7.2, will get you keyword search rank. If you haven't watched it already, essentially, a super URL is basically a URL that when someone clicks it, it makes Amazon think that someone searched for your product using a specific keyword that's related to your product. They went through all the pages, they found your product, they clicked on it, and then hopefully they bought, right? So basically through these promotions, you're going to give a coupon code to someone, you're going to give them a super URL, and you're going to tell them to click it and then purchase the product using the coupon code. And that, doing that multiple times for multiple sales will result in a humongous boost in your ranking right off the bat. Right? That's what we're trying to do here, is to launch a product as well, as nicely, as quickly as possible using these strategies. So that was just a brief overview. Obviously, I go into detail in both of those things in lesson 7.1 and 7.2. And then in lesson 7.3, which we're going to get into right now, is launch strategy in depth. So now that I've given you a brief overview of, the whole principle of the marketing and promotion on Amazon and doing giveaways and whatnot, there's a specific strategy in depth that I'll cover right now in lesson 7.3. Different giveaway methods. So there are different strategies in terms of doing giveaways. I'm going to discuss that in lesson 7.4. And then in lesson 7.5, different product review sites. All right. So there are different review sites. There are different review groups on Facebook, for example, that you can access and you can use to do giveaways, right? Because one of the questions you probably had is, well, okay, I'm ready to give away my product. How do I find people to actually give it away to? I'll show you how and where you can find those people in lesson 7.5. So that's all step one, right? Getting your first 5 to 10 product reviews, all of that stuff, lesson 7.1 through 7.5 that I just went through or outlined, that's all part of step one. Step two is to set up your Amazon sponsored ads. So there are essentially two types of ads you can set up. We'll talk about what sponsored ads are even, right? If you don't know what they are, we're going to discuss that. And then there is a concept of automatic and manual ads, and we'll discuss both of those in lesson 7.6 and 7.7. There is another lesson, advanced manual ads, which we'll get into later. We'll probably do a live session because it does get somewhat complicated when you get into sponsored ads, doing it manually. This is later in the process. For just starting out, you don't need to necessarily know more than automatic ads. You probably don't even need to know simple manual ads, but I'll include that. But mainly you'll need to know automatic ads just starting out to launch your product. So that's step two. Step three is to get more reviews. All right, so now that we have, let's say, about 10 product reviews, you want to get up to about 100 reviews. So you can do that by continuing to do giveaways, and you can also utilize Amazon's top reviewers to be able to do that, to get up to 100 reviews. I'll talk about how to do that in lesson 7.8. So again, steps 1, 2, 3 are lesson 7.1 through 7.8. And then finally, step 4 is to continually improve and test your product listing. So just because you think it's optimized, just because you're getting a good number of sales and reviews, you need to check the data. Amazon Seller Central has really great reports that you can take a look at to see how your conversion is doing. It'll literally tell you, hey, you had this many visitors on this day over this period of time, and you had this many sales, and you'll see what that percentage is, what's your conversion rate, and then you can make changes to your product listing, whether it's your images, your title, or whatever, to see how it affects that rate, and that's how you're going to continually improve. We're going to go into that in detail in lesson 7.